Head of Social Support Services, which includes the Victim and Witness Support Unit and the Police Social Work Unit at the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, Aisha Corbie, said often many underestimate the effects of trauma.
So trauma can have very long-lasting or sometimes short or medium-term effects. So that's why it's important not to ignore it. So those effects could include some emotional distress that you may be experiencing. But that distress, if ignored, can slip into how you engage with others in terms of interpersonal relations.
The unit deals primarily with crime victims. She explained what is done during investigative support.
That investigative support would look at updates on the investigation. Do you need to get accompaniment for any aspects of the process? Do you need to be prepared emotionally or stabilized to give a statement? For example, if you've been affected by a homicide, right? This is the first time this has happened to you. So you may need to know what to expect next. Do I have to give a statement? Do I have to go and identify a scene?
Ms. Corbie said having that type of support assists in navigating the shock or trauma persons experience after a crime.
So we are able to go with you to process these type of events. Do I have to identify a body at forensics? So you don't have to go through those alone. We would also seek to connect you with social support agencies that may offer funeral grants or support for burial, give you information about that.
She said most families are open to the services provided by the VWSU.
But what happens is that trauma tends to sometimes shock us or numb us. So at that point in time, you may not think that you need help. You may decide that I can do this, I can cope, I can manage, and you self-treat. And sometimes within the medium term or months after, you see it leaking out into your life and you realize this situation is still affecting me.
She said crime affects each person differently.
So it's good to pause and have a conversation and share how is this affecting you, and be okay to say if I need help, especially if you're the head of the home or someone who is not usually help seeking.
Ms. Corbie said if left untreated, the trauma from losing a loved one to crime can spiral into other issues. Next Wednesday, the head of the Social Support Services at the TTPS will share more information about the services offered by the Victim and Witness Support Unit. I'm Mahalia Joseph-Wharton, keeping tabs on your inner circle.